The Lord is near. The parousia, which is the second coming of Jesus, was like something was imminent in the life of St. Paul. That the Lord is coming like today. And so he tried to drill it in the hearts of the people of Philippi, whom he loved so much, that he wanted that Jesus, when he comes, he will not find them prepared. Because from all people, he wants them to be saved. From all people, he wants them to be next to him in the kingdom, because he loved them more than any other people in life. He said, but St. Paul preached the gospel to everybody. It's true. But the people of Philippi were dear to his heart. Because he said to them, from the first day I even stepped in the land of Philippi, which is today part of Turkey in the European. You embrace the faith. You accept me and accept my message. And if for nobody I am, for everybody I am nobody. For you I am a father, because I have conceived you in the faith. And you are the seal of my ministry, because you become authentic in what you believe. Not just believers, but believe the one who lives your faith. And that's why St. Paul continued today by saying to them, have no anxiety. When we have fear, when we have anxiety, the Lord is not present. And how can we have peace without the Lord? So when we have fear, means we depend on our, as we say, strength. We depend on our, as we say, administration. We think that we are in control of situations. Little we know that we are not. And that's what we keep in mind. That the Lord is in control of situation. And even in the hardship that we are going through, the Lord knows about that hardship. In fact, he is giving that hardship for something very good that comes out of that hardship. At that moment, because we see up to our nose, because we don't have infinite mind, at that moment, we are in distress. Sometimes we want to give up on prayer. Sometimes even we question the Lord. Why this lengthening of time? But he knows best. Because if he gives us what we want at the time we want it, maybe it goes to our head. And sometimes will be our ruination. And that's why the Lord knows everything that we go through. And that's why St. Paul said, have no anxiety. But in everything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, make your request known to the Lord. Ask and you shall receive. Knock and will be open for you. That's why we need to come to prayer. That's why this morning we are here. We can be in bed this morning with this weather, but we are here because we want to ask. We want to pray. We want to make known our intentions to the Lord. And the Lord, in return, he will make our request to come true. Yes. Then the peace of God that surpasses all understanding. I don't give you peace like the world gives you peace. You have $100 in your hands, and you think that because your boss gave you $100 for Christmas, that was going to make you happy. But $100 is not going to go too much today. It's not what you think make you happy. It's not because you have the new car. It's not because you have this. It's not because you have that. Because believe me, dear people, that happiness is for a few days. And that's why he said, then the peace of Christ that surpasses all understanding, that surpasses everything that the world can give, will guard you and guard your heart and mind in Christ. That peace is like something surrounds you, that nothing that comes in life can upset you and put you down. So you see, dear people, St. Paul knew very well that to love Christ, he has to undergo the tribulations of the preaching of the gospel. He has to undergo the trials of the gospel. And he said to us in the Galatians, many times I was stoned, many times I was in prison, many times I suffered hunger and thirst, many times I was thrown out of cities, many times I was accused, many times they wanted to destroy me, many times I saw shipwreck for the Lord. But in all of this, I know it's not me, but him lives within me. And that's why I survive. And that's why the peace of Christ is around us. And it's around us to protect us from all these things that happen in life. Well, Father, you don't understand. My husband left me. How can I be happy? Many of you do not understand that. Maybe God permit that your husband leave you because he was an unbeliever. He was more nuisance than good to the family. Many times he was there, but he was not. Although he was given money, and sometimes he does not because he wants to go to work, he was needed but not needed, and the Lord knows it. How can you make me happy, Father, when my son, I took him to General Hospital and they say he has cancer. He is just 12 years old and you tell me to be happy? The Lord knows that your son has cancer. And if you have faith in him and try to leave it in his hands, miracles can take place. What he say to the people who come to him with all their mishaps? He said to them, do you believe that I can rise your son? Do you believe, Martha, that your brother will rise again? Do you believe that I can give you sight? Yes, Lord, I come to believe. That's all it needed. Faith and trust in Jesus. We need to trust him not just in word, dear people, not just the hallelujahs and the prayers we say in the pews. We need to trust him when the pains of life is so heavy on our shoulders. And I am not exempt from that, dear people. I am not saying something to you that I don't know what pain is all about. If you only know what I went through in my priesthood, not only I will leave, not only I will rebel, but I will be the worst enemy to the church. But because there was that Jesus who was behind every force, and he's saying to me, I chose you not to go and shipwreck yourself. I chose you to remain strong. That even in all this, you will be triumphed. And I trust him